Trumpets, Leviticus 23, verses 23 to 25. We are now entering the period of the 3 end-of-year feasts, none of which have yet been fulfilled by Yeshua. The Feast of Trumpets, in Hebrew Yom Teruah, must not be confused with Rosh Hashanah, which is the secular New Year celebrations in Israel. The biblical New Year is 14 days before the first day of the Feast of Passover, meaning it is in the springtime. The Feast of Trumpets is celebrated by the blowing of shofars. These are instruments which are made from a ram's horn or the horn of a kosher animal, but not a cow. The feast is in remembrance of the ram which was sacrificed in place of Isaac, and to announce the 7th month, which is the month of completion of the final harvest of the year. The feast also announces the coming of the most solemn day of the biblical calendar, which is the Day of Atonement. The shofar is seen in the story of the destruction of the walls surrounding Jericho, when the priests walked around the city on the 7th day, 7 times, blowing the shofar. Nothing else was required of man in this battle over Jericho, only that Israel was to be obedient in sounding the shofar, and it was God who knocked down the walls and destroyed the enemies of Israel who lived within them. We read in the story of the birth of Yeshua that Zacharias, a priest in the temple, referred to Yeshua as the horn of salvation, Luke 1 verse 69. Paul wrote about the return of Yeshua and made it clear that this amazing moment will be announced by the sound of the trumpet, 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 16. When John the Apostle was given the vision of the millennial reign of Yeshua, meaning the 1,000-year rule of Yeshua on earth, he said that he heard a voice which was like the sounding of a trumpet, Revelation 1 verse 10. Further into the vision, John saw 7 angels who were given 7 trumpets before they began their work of executing judgment on earth, blowing their trumpets at each judgment. Revelation chapters 8-10. We can therefore see that the Feast of Trumpets is a feast which Yeshua will fulfill when he returns to Jerusalem to restore the Jewish people to meet with those who have faithfully followed him and been obedient to him. The judgments which come with his return will be preceded by the sounding of the shofars, and with 7 angels who will execute that judgment.